Now, let me come back to the points that were supposed to be noted, or rather emphasized, according to the question. There were three main factors that were supposed to be emphasized. One of them was the rhesus incompatibility and its relationship to hemolysis. Number two was the previous sensitization from two pregnancies. And the third factor was prophylactic use or non-use of rhodum. Uh, Rhesus incompatibility and its relationship to hemolysis comes in the situation whereby the mother's blood is rhesus negative and the child's blood is rhesus positive. In that situation, the mother's blood develops antigens. When those two blood groups, or rather, when the mother's blood comes into contact with the child's blood, the mother's blood develops antibodies which are designed to fight the rhesus antigens in the child's blood. And when that happens, when the attack of the red blood cells of the blood of the child takes place by the antibodies from the mother's blood, the red blood cells of the child are broken down and destroyed. In the process of the breaking down of the red blood cells of the child by antibodies from the mother's blood due to the rhesus incompatibility leads to hemolysis. So hemolysis is caused by the destroying or breaking down of red blood cells by the mother's blood due to rhesus incompatibility problems. The second factor was sensitization from the previous two pregnancies. What happens is most of the time, uh, the mother's blood comes into contact with the child's blood most oftenly during the time of birth. So the first time, or rather the first pregnancy, during the first pregnancy, uh, the mother's blood came into contact with the child's blood at the time of birth. So what that means is the antigens that are going to be developed by the mother will not affect the child, the first child, because by the time the antigens were developed, the first child had already been born. Or rather, by the time the blood came into contact with the child's blood, the first child was already uh, had already been born, so was not affected. But now the antigens that were developed during the first pregnancy, or rather the time of sensitization of the mother's blood, remained in the mother's blood. So in the subsequent pregnancy, the antigens were already there, or rather the antibodies, I'm sorry. The antibodies in the mother's blood were already there. So when the second pregnancy took place, the antibodies started attacking the red blood cells of the child in such a way that by the time the child was born, the child was already suffering from hemolysis and subsequent yellow jaundice, or rather the red blood cells were being attacked and could not be able to multiply and support the life of the child. That is why the second child died of yellow jaundice. So the previous sensitization in this situation refers to the point, or rather the time that the first child's blood came into contact with the mother's blood, and the development of the antibodies which are designed to fight the rhesus factor of the child. The third factor to note was the prophylactic use or non-use of rhodum. And as I said before, rhodum is a type of medicine that is designed to suppress the reaction between rhesus positive and rhesus negative blood to avoid the destruction of the red blood cells of the rhesus positive blood. So in that situation, when rhodum is used, it suppresses the process of hemolysis. So that is where the prophylactic use of rhodum is important in this situation. That's going to be the end of my discussion today. Thank you and have a nice day.